I am currently soaking the nib of my favorite, one of my favorite. I only have 2 fountain pens to be honest, and I have 3. One from Violet, but this one and another one, which is from Pilot. They're both from Pilot actually, are my favorite fountain pens. But I haven't used them in ages, so I'm soaking this one. Actually, I should probably soak the other one as well. Good morning, internet. Welcome back to my channel. It is early on the weekend and we are headed off to visit a tiling company to pick up some tiles. As our renovator basically gave us a list of things we need to do, and picking out tiles was definitely high on the list, and then flooring will be probably another day. But I won't lie and say I'm a little nervous about, like, I don't know, part of me is a little nervous about doing the renovation process given our current climate, because I'm just not sure what will happen, and people will have to come to our house at some point. But the thing is, it's like 1 or 2 people and we don't have to touch them, and we sanitize everything, so it should be okay. But I feel like the fearist, or the person who's like fearful in me, just wants to like hide away and disconnect all like contact with humankind. But then the realist in me is like, well, if you can, it would be still good to go about normal transactions to help keep the economy going. Not that my measly little renovation is going to like save the economy, but I'm kind of like feeding into the downward spiral that the economy's likely going to head down to. So yeah, I'm kind of in 2 minds about that, but I think we're just going to try and make sure that we don't spend too much time outside and just go out to do the things we really need to do, such as buying groceries and this whole renovation stuff, just because we've already kicked it off, we've already paid the deposit, and I don't know, I feel like I'd be overreacting now if I was to cancel it all.
Yeah, I think that feels like an overreaction. I think we can manage, because it's not we're not throwing a giant social party. Fortunately, we're not having like a giant social event. It's just meeting individual people who will come over quite semi-anonymously to the house, and then they can do their thing. We'll be somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's very little physical interaction required for it.
Yeah, I don't want to like overreact either, because I feel like that's what's causing the hoarding, the overreaction. So yeah, hopefully it will go smoothly today. Then we might pick up some groceries. Gotta pick up some lunch. I'm trying to kind of make an effort to order out a little bit more, because I know that the restaurants and cafe industry is suffering.
Yeah, support local businesses.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that to help support them. But I feel like now that I'm part-time working at home, part-time eating out a bit more, I'm gonna get so unhealthy by the end of this whole isolation period. So I need to like be a little bit more self-aware about eating fruits and actually starting to exercise. I have started doing like yoga classes at home. Like there's an app that I use that's really, really good, but my muscles are all sore, so I've had to stop for a day or 2, but I think I'll do it again this evening. I love doing it just before I go take a shower and go to bed, because I'm so unfit, the yoga actually exhausts me, and so I sleep really well afterwards. So yeah. At least they have good, healthy practices in place. Yeah, I'm not shaking anyone's hand, not for a very long time.
Yeah.
So we finished our little, what is it? Bathroom appliance shopping. Yeah, we finished bathroom appliance shopping-ish. Pretty happy with what we got. For some reason we thought they would do tiles as well, but tiles is apparently a different shop. These are all the things I'm learning now that we're doing home renovations. So
separate.
Yeah, it's totally separate thing apparently. So we're gonna go to one of the tile places our renovator recommended. He did say that we should contact a specific person to book an appointment, but I think we're gonna go without doing that first, because I'm just kind of, just in case they like don't have the tiles we want, and then it's kind of, I feel a little awkward once we book the appointment and they don't have the tiles. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm thinking about somewhere else to get my tiles. Like, I feel awkward about it. So I think we're just gonna drop in and have a look, and then if we like what we see, then we'll book an appointment and then come back. But I think I want to get something to eat first. It's just a little tough trying to decide what to eat, because I don't want to sit anywhere and eat long term, like in a cafe or anything, but I do still want to buy buy something, so I don't know. I'll probably just get fast food. Looking at tiles, and we're thinking this might be a good floor tile. It's like nice and neutral gray because we want the bathroom to mostly be white. So I think this would be a good contrast color. I'm back home. It's actually been quite a few hours. I think the last time I vlogged was in a tile shop. And since then we have done groceries, which was always difficult because all the actual things that people need are usually not there at the moment, but that's fine. We are getting through. And then came home, did a little bit of gardening. Not too much, just a little bit. And then I think I've pretty much just been in like cleaning mode. Yeah, the whole like being forced, no, not being forced to be at home, but like that, because I'm mostly trying to stay at home more than anything else, it's just made me a little bit more have to clean my space because I'm going to be here a really long time consistently for long hours. Then I want the space to feel calmer, and it is kind of a mess right now. And I don't know if you were following me during the Once Upon a December vlogs. I bought like a bunch of Muji boxes and I've finally put them where they should go, and which is good, but I realized I'm actually short of a few boxes. But I feel like getting more boxes is not really essential. Plus, as you can see, I already have quite a few boxes lying around. They just don't match. And I know that's like not a big deal, but I like it when all the boxes match. So I'm just gonna have to figure out how to just Tetris things in. But I don't know if I mentioned Animal Crossing came out yesterday, the new one for Switch. And so I had pre-ordered it, so I went to go pick it up. And then I realized just before I put it into my Switch that I still have not finished the Pokemon game. So I know it sounds really weird, but I kind of don't want to start Animal Crossing till I finish the Pokemon game. I just like finishing it before I go. I don't like having multiple games on the go. It's kind of like before I started the Pokemon game, during my 2 weeks off work in December, I was really gung-ho about restarting up my World of Warcraft account, which honestly I still am, because I think my highest character is like only 100, and I don't know what the level cap is now, like 120 or something crazy, because I just stopped playing. But a little part of me is like, I really just want my character to be the max level again, and then I can like switch off World of Warcraft. But I've not been hearing great things about it. I feel like there's been a lot of drama going on with World of Warcraft lately, so I've just been kind of avoiding it. One game I really loved was The Sims. As in like, it's one of those games that can just eat up hours and hours of your time. And I really kind of like that because I like sort of slow burning games now. Back when I was into my cosplay and anime like full on, back in the day, I used to be a really big fan of, Age of Empire, Doom, StarCraft, Dota. Oh my god, I love Dota. Really love Dota, but I feel like Dota's only fun if you play with people you know. I didn't really... Generally, these sort of games, I don't like playing with strangers on the internet because I feel like part of the fun of playing in a group for me is spending time with my friends. But a lot of my friends that I used to play with have all like grown up now, so they don't really play games. Not that growing up means you don't play games, because I mean, I feel like I'm a grown up, but I still love to play games, but you just kind of have less time for it because you're adulting so much more. I just realized I think I need to get rid of this. Not get rid of it, like all this stuff was the jewelry I'd use for Book of Fables, and I don't want to get rid of it because I still want to film Book of Fables at some point. I don't know when this year, but I am like determined to like bring back creative videos on my main channel. But it just seems kind of wasteful to be hanging here, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, but so my evening is pretty much going to be tidying up, and then tomorrow I'm going to spend the whole day at home and film a ton of videos for the Planet channel, because yes, I do need to catch up. I pre-filmed so many videos during my Christmas break that some of those videos are now out of date. So rather than just releasing those out-of-date videos, I'm actually going to refilm it. So it's a good lesson for myself to not film too far ahead for the Planner stuff, because things change and it just doesn't feel relevant anymore. But yeah. And I noticed I had to start putting dates on my vlogs. I haven't really had the problem or anything like that, but I've seen other vloggers get a bit of hate for posting themselves being out and about or living a very normal life. And then right now we have this like virus going on, so they're like, what are you doing outside? Stay home. So yeah, I think I need to put dates on all my vlogs so that people know when I vlog them. So if I'm out and about now, if a vlog goes up now and I'm like out and about, which I will be because I'm still uploading three more vlogs before this one goes up, I'm definitely going to be out and about. I suspect this could be the last time I go to the office in a little while, just with everything going on. But man, this weekend has been pretty insane. I don't know what it's like in other places of Australia or the world, but if you live in Melbourne, Victoria, it was a lot, especially last night, Sunday night, when the government announced that basically restaurants, bars, nightclubs, sporting venues, places of worship, and a couple other places are basically being shut down. Restaurants and cafes can still stay open so long as they do takeaway, but you can't have patrons coming in. And today they all shut down by midday. So, yeah, I don't know. The messaging has not been super focused and clear because I think initially the announcement came from the state premier, and it wasn't super clear what was restricted or not. And so there was like an influx of people going to Dan Murphy's and just all these bottle shops to stock up on alcohol. Fortunately, I don't drink alcohol, so it's not at all appealing to me, but I found that really funny. And then eventually when the government announced that bottle shops would still remain open, because basically general retail stores will stay open, they're just closing down any places where people can gather and socialize. I just thought it was like, okay, now you've got people who have like crates and crates of alcohol, but hey, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Hey internet, so it has been a few days, probably like a week or so since I last vlogged. Not a week, it's I think the last time I vlogged was Monday when I was still driving to work, and since then so many things have changed in Australia and around the world, to be honest. So I'm unlikely to go back physically into the office at this point until things get better. So I am spending all my time literally at home, just like most other people. Yeah, I always thought I would really enjoy working from home a lot, but I actually realized I don't think I like working from home this much, just because work isn't something that I can just kind of like focus on and not talk to anyone and just get stuff done. Like, my job requires me to constantly be talking to people, so I'm spending pretty much all day in conference calls and video calls, and I don't know, there's something about it just feels a lot more straining. So by the end of the day, which is pretty much the end of the day, they want to do like virtual drinks in probably about 5 minutes or so, and I'm not sure I can handle doing virtual drinks because I am like socialized out. I'm like an introvert, like a true introvert, in that I find having to connect this much, and like it's not like a casual conversation that I can like read their facial features and get everything and just kind of like done. It's like focused, really intense, and so I get really sore just sitting in the same position for so long. My back hurts, so I'm just gonna have to figure out how to do this, because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be my world for quite a few months. Well, hopefully. I mean, that's the thing, this whole week has just been topsy-turvy, just insanity. At the start of the week, I was just really glad that I could work from home, and then sometime in the middle of the week I was like, will my job even be necessary with all these changes happening at some point? And then now I'm like, oh no, it should be okay. And now I've kind of settled on, come what may, like, I don't really, like, not that I don't care, but I'm so tired of worrying that I'm not gonna bother worrying. And if anything happens, there are so many things that I could do right now with my time. But yeah, it's just work has so much uncertainty to it, as do most people. I mean, so many people lost their jobs. I think I mentioned it on Monday, and then throughout the week, like literally every single day, big things happen. More people losing their jobs, the airlines are getting stood down, lots of retailers are shutting shop. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it is, I don't even know. Oh, and if I look different, I'm wearing a different pair of glasses today, just trying them out. I had to get my prescription redone because my eyes are getting worse, and so I opted for like a new pair of glasses, but I don't know, I feel it's like crooked. I still have my other pair, but I'm just trying these out for now. But yeah, I'm just trying to stay positive. Currently doing a little bit of, oh, I didn't even realize this is actually 2007. This is quite old. doing a little bit of research. It's Saturday and I'm working with my cookies group, but we're doing it digitally. So I'm just doing a little bit of research for a project we're working on, but yeah, just more computer work, which I'm getting more and more computer work, which I actually don't mind, because I like the way that we've decided to work is that we're not going to have the video on all the time, which I think is the thing that stresses me out, because I'm like a true introvert. I think I mentioned this yesterday. I'm a true introvert. I just want to be like by myself and I don't want to have to like actively interact with people. So we just have touch points throughout the day and we're just working away, but we have our last touch point coming up in about 2.5 hours, 5:30. So that's plenty of time to just sink into some work. Finally, figured I'd finish with Pokemon before I start Animal Crossing, and this is the final match. It's Sunday and decided to cook an actual breakfast today instead of just eating nothing. Currently filming my bullet journal video and I am loving this color palette right now. It is so nice, and of course fully inspired by Animal Crossing, of course. Here's the front page, which, yeah, I'm still filming, but I'm taking a break to play a little bit before I get back to filming the rest of this video because it's been like an hour now. Yeah, the bullet journal video is that long. So this is the zucchini that came from our garden.
I don't know if it does it justice. You need to have something to compare it to, but I don't know.
My hand.
Like a lighter?
It is massive. It's very heavy. It feels like a kilogram.
It's more like, I think it's like almost 2 kilos or
yeah.
something. It's huge.
It is massive. And this is dinner. Cannot wait. So yummy. You can see sunset today is really pretty. So pretty. Hey internet, so it is Monday, which means the weekend is over and I completely forgot to close off the vlog because I don't even know what I vlogged, to be honest. I have really not left the house for so long now that all the days kind of just blend in together, and the only reason I know what day it is because I still have to log in on the weekdays to work. But I thought I would close off the vlog so I could start a new one, and since now my day job is basically full-time at home. For now, I guess. I'm not really sure. I feel like I just kind of feel really uncertain with what's happening with my job, because there was some times when I was like, oh, I think we're going to get stood down. And then other times I'm like, actually, no, I think it should be fine. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm not really sure where it stands. So I was going through waves of anxiety this week, which is probably why I didn't vlog as much. And now I'm just like, you know what will happen will happen. By the way, I just washed my hair today. I can do that now that I'm working from home and I don't have to straighten it because who am I impressing? Even though we do video calls, like a majority is like full video calls, but the quality of the webcam on my laptop is so bad that no one can tell anyways. I've been really bad. I've just been not wearing makeup anymore, even though I promised myself that even though I'm working from home, I would stick with a makeup routine, and I would straighten my hair and I would wear nice clothes. I mean, I am wearing clothes I would typically wear to work, even though it's not very nice, but I was so sure I'd stick to a routine and I've just completely let it go. Like, I'm not sitting in my PJs at work, like at my desk, so that's good, but I've neglected a lot of other things. But I kind of wanted to start a proper vlog, like finish this vlog, whatever I did, and then start a new one, and it's basically going to be me at home. I don't even know, like, part of me feels like maybe I should do a few more regular vlogs, because I've seen a lot of content creators just churning out the content more often because everyone's at home watching it. And like, even though my vlog channel is like a very small channel in comparison to basically every other channel on the planet, I still feel a sense of like, firstly, it would be fun for me. I don't know if it'll be fun for me because I'm like not struggling, but like just trying to maintain my planet channel is like a thing in itself. So maybe I'll take that back. I don't know. I'm just talking all sorts of stuff. But yeah, who knows what's going to happen to the vlog channel. Definitely there will be vlogs. I'm hoping for at least once a week once I'm fully caught up, so I can at least upload once a week. Maybe more often, who knows, but they're going to be me at home. And probably this office that I spend 95% of my life in. Yeah, which I realize that I don't really show much of this office because it is so messy that it is embarrassing. People always ask for a desk tour and I'm like, yeah, I don't really need the judgment. It is messy, but I've had my coworkers see a section of it, like see this area, because my desk is over there, and so when we do video calls, they see what's behind me. So, but you know what? It's given me a little bit of motivation to see if I can at least tidy up the room so it's a little bit more presentable. I mean, obviously there are some parts of it that I don't want to show, like stuff that pertains strictly to business and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. The other thing is, though, I am considering moving my like day job working station to a different part of the house, because I feel like this office space that I currently use, which will eventually change anyways, but right now I use it for everything I do online that you see here, and just everything. I do a lot of like personal stuff here. It's just basically, this space has always been my escape from the business corporate Celina side, and now the two have kind of blended because the corporate Celina has to be here as well, and so I am struggling to separate the two, which is why I wake up in the morning, I pretty much make my milk tea, and then I'm straight into work, and then it's pretty much, it's not like I'm like fully just doing work and nothing else, but it feels like that until quite late. So I'm working like much longer hours than I would normally work, and yet I don't feel productive. Like I'm just at my desk reading, doing emails or checking things, and I feel like, I don't know, I just don't feel as productive as I would if I was physically in the office. So I actually really miss the office right now, but I know that I'm probably not going to see the office for quite a while, which is totally understandable. So I figured maybe if I moved corporate working day Celina to a separate part, which was just a plain desk with like electrical ports, so I could just do my work and then close it off and that be done for the day, and then come here after work like I normally do, and see if that helps. But I don't know, I don't really have the excess furniture to be setting up extra desks and stuff like that, and I don't really want to work in the kitchen or anything like that. So I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure if I'll actually do it. I think it just depends how all this working from home goes, but I thought maybe if I could really clean up my desk to the point where, like, I don't love the furniture I currently have, so in my mind, because we're doing renovations, which I think are pretty much on hold, because today Victoria just released stage 3, which is essentially you can only leave the house for medical reasons, exercise, essentials like groceries, and work and education if required, which I don't need to leave the house for work because I can do it here. So besides groceries and, well, I don't exercise. I exercise inside the house, so I don't leave it for exercise. Touch wood, so long as, touch wood, here, you can see this wood, there's no medical emergency, then there's really no reason for me to leave the house. So I don't think the renovation is going to happen, but I was like, in my mind, I didn't want to show any of my, I wanted to do like a proper desk tour, and I wanted to do like a wardrobe tour and all these like fun videos that you see all these like glamorous YouTubers doing once the renovations were over, because I was going to buy some new furniture, like furniture that's suitable for that space and the new environment, and just like be like a brand new start. And I was so looking forward to that. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I may not be able to be in a position to show you anything, because I'm probably not going to go ahead with any of that until maybe another year or so now. I don't know. I don't know whether saying it to be a year out is too pessimistic, but I'm trying to be realistic as well. So then I'm like, well, I should just make do with what I currently have. And if you're thinking, oh, am I just going to throw away this furniture? No, this is like a completely different space, and my future office wardrobe is going to be in another different space. So everything, like, I'm not going to throw anything out. Everything gets used. So yeah. So anyways. So yeah, that is it. Oh my gosh. When I look at myself in the viewfinder, I'm like, at least straighten your hair or do something with your hair. It just looks so messy. But this is me, all natural. And you know what? What's really good about this whole thing is that I'm being, like, my skincare is getting better, my hair care is getting better, my diet is getting terrible. Maybe I'll try and do some HIIT training. Oh, why do I say that? Because it's literally high intensity
high intensity interval training, I think is what HIIT stands for. So every time I say HIIT training, it's like when people go POS system, and POS stands for point of sale. It's like ATM machines, even though the M in ATM stands for machines, so it's redundant, but I can't stop saying HIIT training, so I'm just gonna try to say HIIT. But yeah, I was thinking I might try starting some HIIT. I just always forget because I've been trying to go to sleep earlier now, even though it's not really working, because what I'm doing is just going up to bed and then playing Animal Crossing till I pass out, or watching the TV, because we actually introduced a television into our bedroom so that we could kind of watch movies at night and stuff like that, which has been really nice because it's much more calming. And so I'm glad we did that. But it means I'm not actually sleeping earlier. But I do feel more well rested because I'm not having to do the commute to work, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I always forget because by the time I'm like, oh crap, it's time to go to bed, I didn't have time to do any HIIT training. So I don't know if I'll get to it, but I really wish I would remember to do that and stick to it. Maybe I will. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off this vlog. I'll start tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll actually do my makeup or something and I can vlog that. Who knows? Hope you guys are staying safe and well. Look after each other, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. This is Celina reporting from my office. Back to you internet.